if you could go back 14 years and you could go back in time 14 years, what would the the um the 40-year-old Lindsay tell the 26-year-old Lindsay? Let's just say, because you're 40 now, aren't you? Obviously, so
That's so kind
you're
of you.
starting your business. You're starting your
If
business, right?
only,
You're
if
starting your
only I was
business.
50, I'd be happy.
But
I
what would you say to
okay.
yourself who's starting a business now? The best nugget that you could give anybody who's starting a business, what would that be?
First of all, there's a real challenge with this question because I always say I would never change anything because if I changed something, I wouldn't be the coach I am today. If I
Hmm.
changed something, I wouldn't be where I am today. So there is a hindsight is an incredible thing, but
Yeah.
I'm always quite wary that if I had a machine and went back, everything would start to change. And that's quite scary. Who knows where I might land up?
Yeah.
If I could do one thing, the thing that has made the biggest impact in my business, that has seen my business move forward and grow, is a 90-day plan. It's so simple, folks. A 90-day plan. Because I have in the past, if you want me to create you a business plan good enough to take to the bank, in the old days, we would have gone to the bank with a business plan and gone, "Hey, bank manager, give me some money." And they'd go, "Oh, this looks great. Thank you very much. I can do one of those." And I could do one of those and I can put it away and never look at it again. So it was,
Keeps your door open nice, stops your door closing in the
yeah,
window, doesn't it? Yeah.
it's got dust somewhere or on a plant.
Yeah.
But what I was able to do is I eventually found a way that I could do a one pager for a 1 year plan, one pager, perfect. I do some other things around looking into the future, but let's just focus on this one plan. And I got really good at doing that. But then what I wasn't good at was then translating that and making things happen. And I had to find a way. And for 3 years, 3.5 years, I have really used 90-day plans well, along with a Fox planner, which is available from Amazon and other places. And no, I'm not an affiliate, but it is life changing
Hmm.
because it meant I could take my plan and turn it into monthly, weekly, and daily habits or
Yeah.
actions. And that is what has moved my business forward. So, I'm going back. I tell her to stop arsing around and doing everything, get super clear on where she was going to go, get her a 1 page annual plan, and use a 90-day plan.
I love that. And I bang on about that all the time. It's that, and the 90-day plan is so important, like you say, because it makes you look at your months, and then it makes you look at your weeks, and then it makes you look at your days. And that's that thing, and it's that reverse engineering process that makes you sit there and think, what do I need to do today? Because you know that in 90 days your goal is this, but actually you're not going to hit that in that tomorrow. But what do you need to do that moves you closer towards that 90 days? And the satisfaction people get when they hit their 90-day plan, invariably ahead of the 90 days, and they
I know.
achieve all of the things that they do. I've got a client I'm working with at the moment, and we put down the 12-month plan, and then we broke it down into the 90 days and stuff. They hit their 12-month targets after 6 months, and they can't believe it.
Yeah. It's because of
It's
that movement. It's a sweet spot that it's enough
Yeah.
time to make real progress, but not too long that it overwhelms you. I would say if you haven't used a 90-day plan before you start running off to go and get one, people, I would get a little bit of help and support because I had clients who had their own 90-day plans which were working, and I had some that were going, I don't get it. So I created a template
Mm.
for them. I gave it to this client. She said, I don't know if this is working. I haven't got anything in month 2 and 3. I was like, I haven't got anything in month 2 or 3. Okay, let's have a look at it. And I was like, whoa, you have put everything into month 1. That's why there is nothing left. You said you'll never finish that. And everything's, oh. So what do I move? And then it was about how, and then having the guidance of going, okay, where does this fit? What does that do? Okay, let's move that forward. You need to do this before that. Okay, so you're never going to get to that until that piece is done. Right, move that into month 3. So yeah, unless you are that way, unless you're switched on in that way, 90-day planning takes time. Don't
Hmm.
do 2 or 3 90-day plans and go, oh, that hasn't worked for me. I would
Hmm.
suggest, and certainly in my experience, you need to be doing it for well over a year before you suddenly go, hang on a minute. Because it took me that long not to overfill my
Hmm.
3 months.
It's habit forming as well, isn't it? Once you start putting your 90-day plans together and you start to realize that you're moving in the direction and you're hitting the targets that you want to do, you do more of it. And I'm a big believer that planning is actually probably the essence of good business. If you plan properly,
Yeah.
you will move forward because it gives you that focus and it gives you that direction that you need. And I'm a massive advocate of planning. Lindsay, I have to thank you very much. This morning has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed our chat. What I'll do, if anybody wants to contact Lindsay, I'll put her details at the end of this podcast, like I always do. But it just leaves me to say thank you very much for your time this morning. I really appreciate it.
I've loved it, Steve. Thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome, and I'll see you soon.